Two. There we go.
Oh, we're live.
Are we live? Does it say we're
It
live?
says we're live.
Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. All right, well, we'll do that.
Hello, everyone. We think we're live. We're not entirely sure. This is a test. It's been a while, guys.
Oh, it says live, yeah.
It says live.
It says live. Looks like we have one watcher.
Somebody's watching.
Oh, here we go.
There we are. Look, we're live.
Oh, there we go.
Anyone
Maybe
watching? Let's
Miguel
see.
watches
Who's watching?
too.
There's two
There you
people
go.
watching now. Look at that.
Oh, now Miguel's watching us.
Oh, yeah. There's
Hey.
Miguel. Hey. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Hey.
Christian. Hey, Christian.
The magic of the internet.
There you go. That is a pretty slick interface.
It is, isn't it?
I like this interface a lot for the YouTube app. The way
It's
it
kind
just
of hot. I'm
does
going to
this.
take off my jacket.
What's we
All
got?
right, get ready.
Konnichiwa from Kinako.
Well, you don't need to look at that.
You don't need to.
Miguel's
Oh,
going
Miguel's gonna look at that. All right, cool.
Yeah, because we got a
Also-
jam-packed episode today. Because look at this script.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep,
I got to
so-
fit that all into the whole hour.
So we'll see. So it's been over a month since.
Wait a minute, we're going to announce the episode.
Oh, are we gonna do that first? Okay.
Okay,
What episode is it?
episode 15.
All right.
All right, Capcom Confidential, episode 15. We start-
We'll throw
that
Okay, so it's been over a month since we actually did
It's been a
the
while.
last podcast.
Yeah,
so
last one we talked
so
about.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy
New
Valentine's
Year.
In
Day.
February.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, yes.
Time to get to it. So.
Miguel, you're out of frame. Come on. There we go. Yeah.
So since the last podcast, there was a lot of major
Tiny
events. The year changed. Christmas happened,
Christmas did happen.
and a little game that Division One was responsible for came out.
There's a game. We released a game?
Oh man, did we release a game, Petey? Petey Pie.
We did. We did.
Resident Evil 2.
2.
Is the official name Resident Evil 2 Remake?
It's
You
called
keep
Dose
doing
in
that.
Mexico.
RE2 Resident Evil.
2. Resident Evil 2, just that.
it's Resident Evil RE2, isn't it?
No, it's Resident Evil 2.
Two
Oh, okay.
in English.
Nice.
That
Congratulations,
does not
guys.
actually
Yeah,
work here.
congratulations.
Thanks.
Dude,
Well, you
like-
were there.
Dude, I was amazed. Like, it was amazing to see the scores go up and to see that Metacritic's even higher than World, right? Monster Hunter World, right?
Yep.
So there you go, Yozo. There you go.
Wow, you just calling out names, Matt. Taking risks.
I know, right? He's
Being
really nice.
antagonistic with the future of your
I know,
job
right?
is not
Hey,
good.
let me just get this
That
out
guy's a
there.
really nice
We
guy.
worked on Monster Hunter World. I love that game.
Yeah.
Love the new DLC that just came out. So
My
you
most
know.
played Capcom game.
Yeah, exactly. Probably as a series too.
Oh,
All the hours we put into
all
that?
the hours that we've put in. You and I have played that together with like Yoko, for instance.
So I'm putting on my
God.
Monster Hunter jacket, so I don't get in trouble.
No, but yeah, back to the Resident Evil 2 has
came
been
out,
released. Yeah,
and there's
Pretty excited.
A surprise, a celebrity breakout from the game, Mr. X.
Mr. X, that's right.
isn't that you?
No, that's our buddy
So-
Big Pete, right?
So
Well, partially.
we'll get into this later about scanning, but there were talks because I like wearing a fedora and I have a
too.
black
That
trench
was my
coat.
joke.
That's
Yeah,
true.
the art director did toy around with the idea of scanning me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm bigger than you, but I'm not that big. I'm not 8 feet tall.
I do like the fact that he wears a nice little hat. Do you know why he wears that hat? I like telling people
Tell
this.
us about
Oh,
that.
why does he wear the hat?
So he wears the hat so he can blend.
Is that right?
Yeah,
he wears the hat so he can
yeah,
blend in
I am not joking.
with the rest
I mean,
of the
he is
crowd in Raccoon
a
City.
massive creature person thing. And when he goes out into public, he needs to blend, so he puts on a little hat.
You know, this isn't a joke either. This is literally, the designers literally, that was why they put the hat on him. So he could blend into the public in Raccoon City.
Does it really matter blending in when the town is overrun by zombies and people are on fire and falling off buildings? Like, at that point,
And his sole goal is
anything
to
goes in
basically
town,
kill
right?
everything. Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't think blending really matters. But I understand Umbrella, who never has a good intention behind what they do. That's
true.
That was.
don't you work there?
Oh god. You can't survive like your first week at Umbrella without being someone testing something on you. So, yeah, but he was always a part of the series
Right.
in the games, but I'm just surprised the reaction he's garnered. I mean, because he really chases you around, like
Yeah,
even in
well.
the police station, like
Yep.
he does not stop.
Actually, the best part is the sound,
The
the
boots,
audio
the
around it,
boots.
because obviously they had to amplify it a little bit, so it wouldn't be it's not hyper realistic, but they made it so that it just adds that level of fear because audio is a huge part of horror, right? So yeah, when you're just trying to find a place to hide and then you just hear those footsteps coming at you, super cool.
Man, seriously. But my favorite part is that you're the cop. I love that.
In the beginning.
We literally scanned Miguel in, I don't know what part, I'm assuming it's in the beginning of the game, right? In the beginning of the
originally
game.
they came to me, they just asked me to put on like a sheriff's uniform and they scanned me head to toe in that uniform, but they didn't know where they were going to use me. And then they decided in the gas station, that first cop that gets eaten, gets attacked by the zombie because Leon unwittingly distracts him while he's trying to
do his job.
Excuses.
Well, he's a rookie.
Yeah, he's not the cop. Leon's not the cop. I would
Stand
call
back,
for backup.
sir. I got this. That's what you say, right?
Yeah.
Stand back, sir. I got this.
And then,
I've seen that so many
times. Then he gets
times.
his throat ripped out. So
Leon does, really?
no, I do.
You do, yes.
I was so excited when I saw that was you. It was like, finally.
But again,
Miguel in
not
a
your
video
voice,
game.
right?
Yeah, not my voice.
Not your
the
voice.
facial expressions.
Yeah, so now both of these guys.
Wait. Not just us, but also you. I even talked about that at Comic-Con last year.
I was a zombie, whereas you guys are straight up like you. Like literally, hell, you're even just in your clothes in RE7.
Yeah, those are your personal
Right?
They are, yeah. They asked me what a producer would wear, so I just brought my clothes to work.
Wore your clothes to work, exactly. I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, if you see like an off-brand Freddie Mercury zombie in the game, that's Matt.
Off-brand Freddie Mercury.
That's Freddie
But
That's a compliment or not.
it's very topical because right now there's the film out right now, right? Yeah. So that's what you were going for. You knew you were prescient. You kind of knew that was.
Sure.
That's the type of synergy Capcom brings to its product.
That's right. The off-brand Freddie Mercury signature.
Which I love shooting over and over again. So
You do. I would imagine you quite enjoy shooting.
he
me
shoots.
over and
He
over.
shoots up. He shows up in a number of places because
Sweet.
there's only so many.
Modified, right? 'Cause they're all
and in
arranged.
the model viewer. When you unlock all the things, you can look up.
Spoiler.
Well, you can see all the zombies up close. All the character models, you can view them up close. So
Nice.
you can see your faux Freddy stash.
Sweet.
Did you have a stash?
I don't
I think
know.
they
I don't
might have.
think so.
They might have enhanced that.
Actually, no.
They might have-
I actually shaved for that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
You
a
had
story
to.
behind
And
that.
then they-
There's
they
actually.
added it.
Oh.
Remember Troy? You guys might remember Troy from the podcast one time. Troy's first day at work, they wanted to scan someone, and I can't remember if it was for I2 or for DMC5, but they wanted to scan somebody, and I brought Troy to come watch it. They were going to scan me, and I asked them, I'm like, "Do you want me to shave?"
And you knew because I told you.
Right, well, I've done this before, right? And I was like, should I shave? They're like, oh, no, you don't need to shave. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to shave then. And then, of course, I got there and like, oh, we needed you to shave. And luckily, Troy, was clean shaven. So I'm like, great, you can scan Troy. And then he got in whatever video game. I guess it would have been RE2. But was Troy in RE2? I don't.
I think we just scrapped it.
Yeah, they were gonna. They scan everyone at some point for something, but then as the game design changes, they had him originally as something, but then
They used his body.
they ended up using the body. But
Yeah, his body's. He's athletic.
Dude,
so.
Troy's got a body, man. He's got a fit
I think
body.
that's time for another
body,
podcast.
He's got a fit body. I've always wanted to do a Boys of Capcom calendar with like you and Troy and Joey.
But just our scanned bodies. Or
No,
the
I
real
want
bodies?
you guys like in
No
bathing
heads.
suits. I think it would be amazing. I think the fans would love that. Like at least 5 of them. At least.
Well, let's hear what they have to say. If anyone out there would like to see,
Someone wants to know what it's like being a zombie, Matt.
is it just like every day at work?
Exactly. After I've
Is
worked.
that how you ask someone what's it like working for a Japanese company? No,
We're going
it's all
down that
fun
road,
games
are we?
Every day.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was really cool getting scanned for that. And then, I mean, the really cool thing, though, is so the guy that made me a zombie is this guy named Ricardo, who we've talked to in the podcast. Ricardo's this amazing artist. His stuff has been featured like on Kotaku and whatnot. And he's the one, and in RE2, that's right. And he's the one that actually transformed like the scan of like boring me, wannabe Freddie Mercury into a zombie. So I thought it was really cool, like how well he did that and how gross I look. And actually, I'm just kind of disappointed because I've been so busy with DMC5 that I haven't really played RE2 at all yet, and I haven't shot myself. So something I want to do.
Well, we have it in the office. You could.
I'm pretty sure I actually have
build
it
is
on my
right next to
computer,
it.
so.
You could download it in RE Engine. So
All right, so yeah, that's that. I don't know. What else do you want to know, Miguel?
I know all about being a zombie, so it's.
Oh, you know all about it. You've been a zombie?
I've done mocap for a zombie internally, but I don't know if it got used in games and stuff.
okay.
I've done a lot of mocap internally for
Yeah, you
stuff,
have.
but it just
So you're the inspiration for the animation.
yeah, but it's usually for test stuff when they're doing their pre-production
Yeah.
things like that. So just to give them an idea, but like a lot of times for some of the zombies and stuff in past games, they get some of those professional stunt guys from like
right.
Power Rangers and
Yeah.
Kamen Rider and all that.
Yeah.
Like the guys who wear the rubber suits
Right,
and the
right.
monsters and all that.
Yeah.
And
They're
they're
pros, obviously.
really good. Like when they do like, it almost looks like they're doing double jointed things, but they're not. They're just the way the pop and locking of their arms.
Yeah.
They can do some really cool things for those. Those are the same guys that get to be monsters in Monster
sure.
for Monster
Yeah.
Hunter. And
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff
Yes,
that comes out of those guys.
Yeah, they do. They're really good at what they do.
Yeah.
So appreciate that. So someone said RE2 is great, and I agree with them. So
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I mean, we are just super excited that, great. It got reviewed well. That's awesome. It sold well. That's awesome. But I mean, just that to see all these people
Yeah.
enjoyed the game. I was listening to 84 Play the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I swear we're not like trying to do like cross promotion with them or anything, but
Just
like,
make it more obvious.
we're not. I swear. And I was having a blast listening to them talk about how much they enjoyed the game too.
Well, I mean, talking to the directors, the biggest thing for them was obviously they wanted to make fans happy, but they wanted to make something fresh too. So
Yeah,
it's
and it really
it's
shows.
a hard undertaking, right? But yeah, it
Right?
looks like it's they did an amazing job.
I remember when we were talking about like we were gonna remake RA2, and for a while I feel like the plan was probably gonna be a little closer maybe to what the game was originally gonna be, and at some point I feel like we decided to kind of change course a little bit, and it was at that point that some I think actually Takuchi-san or somebody explained to me directly, like, well, look, RA1 remake on GameCube, that wasn't the same game as the PlayStation 1 RA1, and that's when it hit me. I was like, that's what you guys are trying to do. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, they had a number of ideas and iterations that they were going through and trying to figure out what worked best and what made the most sense. So they were trying, a number of different
Right,
paths, right?
right.
And so ultimately they settled on this one because it just made the most sense.
Oh
for
yeah.
them, so.
Oh yeah, and they did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, turned out great, but you never know, right? You never know until it's out in the wild, and
yeah.
so you just they were following their passion and what made sense, and I think it shows in the product.
Yeah. Super awesome, man.
Yeah. One question I get is where does this fall in the continuity of the RE series?
So it comes after RE1.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And I think it comes after RE0, if I'm
yeah,
not
and
mistaken.
it comes before RE7.
And I think there's a thing where it actually comes like in the middle of like RE3. It's like part of RE3 comes before RE2 and part of it comes after RE2. Is that the question though? Like, I have a feeling people know.
Yeah, I think just to satisfy their answers, it hasn't rewritten the continuity of the RE franchise, even though there are differences between this and the
And the
original,
PlayStation
the
one?
original RE2.
That's a good question.
It's because all the REs right now are based on the history we had from the original game. So this is more like a revisiting
Yeah.
of
A
it.
reimagining, right?
Yeah. So the continuity.
But I bet you talk to a different person, they're going to say something else. So
Who knows?
it's hard to say.
Yeah.
Because each time we make a game, they have to go back and reevaluate the continuity. The whole
Yeah.
fact Wesker
Sure.
died in RE1,
Why are you
and
giving
then
out
they
all these spoilers?
and then they retconned
Oh
it.
my God,
And he
Wesker
came back.
died.
Yeah,
And then he came back.
Yeah.
What? Hold on.
And there were boulders involved.
and then he died in RE5.
Boulder punch.
Again, another spoiler.
Love spoiling 10-year-old games.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I think it's really because at least to me, the important thing is that you're making something that's going to be entertaining for people. You
Sure.
know? And so, at least in the games that I play, like I'm not as worried about like the story and the continuity so long as it's an enjoyable experience. Even for DMC, like we even have like art books that say the continuity is, what was it, 3, 1, 4, 2. And then with DMC5, we kind of sat back and went, you know what, actually, let's change that. So we changed the continuity. So now it's actually 3, 1, 2, 4, and then 5. And, it's just, personally, I feel like the important thing is that, is it entertaining?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think games are different things to different people too.
Yeah.
How they approach them, what they get in, or
Yeah,
how they get
yeah,
in,
what they
and
get out
what
of
they
it.
get out of it.
Good point.
But at the same time, there's also the creative vision on the developer side and what they had set in mind. So, yeah, it's a lot of things to a lot of people. Ultimately, it's entertainment,
Yeah.
but it means a lot of things to different people. And so I think that's what's great about it, right?
Yeah.
It's not a static thing. It's not like a film where it's just set in stone, but then you can come back and take certain things away from it. I think with a game, it's an experience that you are undertaking, and it's not as passive. It's very active. So.
Yeah.
In most cases, right? Not in. Well,
Miguel's
laughing.
That's
so-
something.
Some sort of burning question. here.
It's okay. For me, the only Resident Evil timeline is the Resident Evil novels that came out around the time the original Resident Evil game was released. So
That's all that matters.
That's all that
That's
matters.
all that matters to
me. We need to
Miguel.
revisit those novels.
Do you actually reference those when you localize the games at all?
I haven't had a chance to because they were very focused on the events of RE1.
Yeah.
And I started working on the franchise from 5. And
Right.
so from 5, from 4, Umbrella was not a consideration anymore. And the story has moved far away from its roots. So, yeah, there's really not a chance to really.
Well, I
get
mean,
into
but even
most of
at
that.
5, like when you were localizing that, I mean, obviously Umbrella's still involved, right? It's just
No,
you're
that
just
was
saying.
Tricell.
Well, I think what Matt's trying to allude to is that there are connections. I mean,
Yeah.
even in 7, technically, right? Without again
Oh, yeah.
giving away any spoilers, but
Play the DLC.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll explain it.
Yeah.
So while RE2 was busy being released, and thank you, Mr. S. We will take your critique of food and representation of food in the Resident Evil franchise more seriously going forward. Thank you.
what
Represent that
exactly
food.
was the question?
Pizza is not fairly represented in.
Pizza?
Oh.
Yeah,
But
I think there is one franchise.
There is one franchise that does
I was gonna
specialize
say, yeah.
in the representation of pizza.
That's right. We represent the pizza.
And that brings me to my next question. Where the heck you've been the past few
Where the
weeks?
heck you been?
We've been busy, right? And that's why
Globetrotting.
That's both why we haven't had a podcast come out since
Right.
the beginning of the year, and also why we're doing this, right? Is because we've been so busy going all these different places, both for completely different things, right?
Yeah.
That our schedules haven't aligned at all. And it was actually just yesterday. Pete's like, "Look, we should do something," and he goes, "Let's just do a live stream." And he was like, "All right, well, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean,
let's get that set up then."
It's been so long now that
Yeah.
I felt we needed to do something to kind of, even if it's just a little engagement or talking, not engaged, like we're not getting married or anything, but something where we can talk directly, so to speak, with fans, and just kind of have something out there. So because you're going to be out again.
Yeah, and I'm going to be out
I
again
just got
for
back.
a while. I know. We had kept going out and coming back, and well, I mean, let's see here. End of last year, I went and visited Taiwan for some PR for DMC5, so that was really cool. And then beginning of the year was Korea, and then where do we go after that? I feel like there's something in between. But then over the last couple of weeks, we went to London and Spain and Dubai, which was amazing. I've never been to Dubai before.
Nor have I, so that must have been. Oh wait,
so
no, that's
cool.
not true. I went to the huge on the layover to Italy. I went to the huge department store that is the airport.
Yeah. Well, the airport's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
it's
it's
beautiful.
crazy.
Like I don't know anywhere in the States that is clean as that. It's amazing. And we went when we were in London.
These were all fan events or
It was all
promotional
like
events?
It was promotional stuff. It was promotional stuff. In London, we got a chance to actually do a fan event, which was really cool. There was this
That looked
great-
really cool.
That was cool, man.
So what was that like?
Oh, dude, it was great. So first of all, we in London for the PR, we did the PR at the Shard, which is this beautiful tall building, like right in London, right on the Thames. It's amazing. And then on that Saturday, then we went to Hammersmith where we had this great game bar called Game Bar Loading. And we went there. Itsuno-san and I went there with Matt Edwards, the community guy.
Yep, nice guy.
And he's a guy that got all set up. He did a
Yeah.
fantastic job. He had this great thing set up where we went there. We got to drink beer all day and do community
All
stuff. which
day.
is all-
You started
all
at
day.
8 a.m.
It was in the afternoon. I can't remember what time though. I want to say like 1 or 2.
Okay.
But Yeah, we're at the
That's
bar and we got to sign stuff. We got to meet a ton of amazing fans, you know. Had a couple fans come and do some great cosplay for us. And it was just fantastic. We just signed stuff. You know, people brought in like copies of Power Stone, since Ethan worked on Power Stone, brought in copies of Capcom vs. SNK, obviously all these different Devil May Cry things. And Matt Edwards he actually had an arcade board of Street Fighter Zero.
No way.
He had the board, so he brought that and he had Ethan sign it. So that was really cool. And we just...
Alpha.
Yeah, Street Fighter Alpha. Yeah, sorry. Alpha in English. And it was amazing just to be able to talk to people, you know, and like get to hear directly from people about how excited they are and how happy they get to meet Itsuno-san, which is fantastic, you know. We got to do some fun stuff, like Matt had come up with a bunch of trivia. And so whoever answered the trivia right, they got a chance to participate in a speed run. Whoever could beat the demo the quickest would then get a copy of the game. So we did that, I think, 4 times or so, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, man, it was a ton of fun. It was great. I mean, it's just fantastic. We always love being able to actually meet with fans directly, you know. I've always wanted us to do that kind of stuff because we appreciate it, you know.
Right.
And that energy goes back and forth, you know. That energizes us. I mean, it seems like, you know, those fans getting to meet us, they're super excited about it, and it's fantastic. So that was great. Did that in London.
So you dropped the demo too.
That's right. During that time,
as
we were in Dubai, the demo, the
multiplat
demo,
one.
the multiplat second demo came out, as well as the previews. That
Okay.
we had. The reason we were doing all the PR stuff was so we have media like play the game, and then we could kind of interview with them about it. So.
What have the reactions been to the?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great, man. I mean, you know, I think a lot of people got to play the original demo on Xbox. They were excited about it. That was fantastic. You know, we got some great feedback from them on what they liked, what they didn't like about it. Then obviously PlayStation came out, and now you have a whole another user base of people that are finally getting a chance to play the game at home. And that's been fantastic. We've gotten a lot of good downloads on that. We're really happy that people are enjoying that. And the previews have been fantastic. You know, you figured this is the first time that we've had anyone outside of the company play as V. V was obviously one of the biggest things about this game from the get-go. Yep. One of the things that we were the most excited about to announce, even though, you know, we waited until December, we kind of held that out, right?
Right.
But so far, the vast majority of the press that have played V have loved him. And they get what we're trying to go for, which is this. We wanted to differentiate. With Nero, V, and Dante, we wanted to differentiate. We didn't want them all to be the same character.
Right.
At that point, like, what's the point? You know, of having different characters.
Yeah, you have a very specific gameplay for each character, right?
Right.
So they're not the same character.
They actually aren't. Can you
hold on,
take that note down? Take that note down. And for V, the idea being that, okay, well, what if you separate the portion that you have to do protect and the portions that attack? By separating those two things so that you have to think in a different manner, you have to watch the screen in a different way.
Right.
You know? Because now...
The focal point changes, right, depending on...
Exactly. Now you're not just keeping an eye on the one character and the enemies that are immediately around the character. You have the character you're protecting, the characters, the summons, the demon summons that are attacking, and then the enemies.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of approach it that way, but it's still in the Devil May Cry framework. You know, it's still... The melee button is Shadow, and he's essentially a melee attack, or it's a melee attack. Maybe it's a she, I don't know. And Griffin then is the ranged attack. And by doing it that way, by giving people that something that is different but in the same framework, I think is a good way to kind of ease people into, or it's easy for them to understand, okay, this is how to play as the character. And
when you do something new like that, right? Or when you put something out, you know, same thing with RE2, DMC, which is coming up. It's exciting, and also you have this anxiety too, right? Yeah. How is everyone going to receive it, right? Because you hope that everyone likes it. You're putting your all into it. You know, the dev team, right? They're just putting everything behind it. And then you put it out there, and it's like, what's going to happen, right? I know a lot of the guys, you know, when RE2, the reviews were coming out, you know, they didn't sleep. They're just staying up all night. Especially the directors, like, what's going on? Oh, how are they gonna like it? And it's just. an overwhelming experience
You
for
know?
something that, they put years of their lives into it. So
Yeah.
Well, and like Itsuno-san doesn't stop at reviews. Like he gets on Twitter and he's constantly looking at like, okay, what are people saying?
oh
about
yeah,
the game? You know,
absolutely.
it's not just
what
the
are they saying?
reviewers,
What are
it's literally
fans
the
doing
fans.
out there?
Yeah.
What are they saying to it?
Speaking of Twitter, so
Yes.
you had a lot of posts about Devil May Cry. You had posts about the event, Matt.
I was gonna hold you to
and
all of these.
then thanking Destructoid for something they did for DMC, and then you post some videos of a game, and it's
A game.
it's a Breath of the Wild. Care to explain yourself?
I was playing Breath of the Wild over the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was-
okay. And then you bookend it with a couple more DMC
things.
tweets.
Oh, thank God, I got back on brand. Yeah.
You keep
You are
straying-
never allowed to play anything
keep
outside
straying.
of the Capcom walls.
It was like, oh yeah, I actually haven't like posted anything from playing the demo, even though the demo just came out. So.
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating when I look at this and I see it from on my phone. I'm like, oh, the art style, they really changed it for DMC.
Since the last time I saw it.
Yeah, that's a sudden change, but it just happens to be a different game. So,
That's yeah. There you go.
So maybe stay
You're a
on
mistake.
brand.
You're a mistake.
I'm staying on brand. So.
He's blaming you for confusing him.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
You were
So,
not staying there.
A lot of people thanking you for your hard work, which
Oh, man,
we
that's
know
really nice.
you
Thanks a
don't
lot, guys.
really work that hard.
You
know what
referring
they
to
say?
him or me? We're
Him.
like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, no, what they say, you do a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life, right?
right.
So
Good
that's,
point.
That's,
That's right.
you, right?
Seriously,
Good point.
man.
Many thanks for the demo. People are stoked for the game, so
Nice.
that seems good. My question for you is, which character do you identify with the most?
Which one do I identify
three.
with the most? I mean, they're all
Personality
really-
wise or
In
like,
any way.
attacks.
When John was on the podcast, I asked him which one he'd like to go for a beer with. So,
Ah.
with you,
What was his answer?
he said Nero would be cool, but Dante would just like tear up a bar and he'd sit back and enjoy watching that. while
Weren't
drinking a
you
beer.
on that podcast, Matt? I listened to it and I remember that.
But he was probably tweeting about Breath of the Wild while we were recording.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm never gonna
His
live that
memory's a
down.
little
am I?
fuzzy.
I'm never
So,
gonna live that down.
which character, man?
Which character do I identify with the most? Man, that's a really good one. I mean, for some reason, without really being able to explain myself at all, Nero.
I was going to say Nero for you as
Sweet.
well. Because of his self-deprecating humor.
Does he have self? No.
Really?
Yeah, because he...
Do I have self-deprecating humor?
Well, sometimes you
You
lack-
make yourself the butt of the joke sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of comes natural. I mean,
Yeah.
There you go.
His lack of confidence with women.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Luckily, Matt's married. So.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. No, it's good. That's good. That's why we do this. We do this on Twitter a lot too.
Yeah.
It's even better on Twitter.
And I associate Dante with Pete.
Really? Because I'm
Yeah.
old?
No, because
I do have a SME.
he likes pizza and you're Italians.
There you go.
His name's Dante.
There
You
you
could have been
go.
named Dante, your
I could
parents,
have,
if they were
yeah.
just thinking.
If my last name was Alighieri, then I would be
Ooh.
Dante, right? So there you go.
There you go.
But do you have are you going to stick with Dante then for yourself? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dante. I like Dante. He likes pizza. I'm gonna go with the what you just did.
Well, then I guess for
His
you, then,
snarkiness.
for you it would be the Goliath, wouldn't it? Not the Goliath. Nightmare. Because you'll just kind of materialize out of nowhere and just start smashing shit.
Yeah, that's me. But smashing you with my words.
Well, I mean, if we can go into creatures instead of humans, I think I'm gonna be Shadow.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's lithe.
You never piss off the
He,
cat.
she, it is lithe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live.
Lithe.
Yes.
L-I-T-H-E.
Is that what it is? I'm wearing black.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, look at that. Nice.
I think I'm more the Raven.
Griffin.
Griffin.
Please.
Cat's out of the bag now.
Please.
Everybody knows.
Oh my God.
The bird.
What would happen
The
with the bird? Did I
bird.
miss something?
Ah, the bird. Should we talk about the bird?
I don't think we should tell him about the bird. Not in front of people, anyways. Yeah, the bird.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
The bird.
Bird is the word.
Bird. People saw the bird. We're speculating. What is the bird? That was fantastic. That was great.
That was really
That was
good.
great. And then we showed everybody. No,
cool.
it's Griffin.
Little-
It's actually Griffin.
Yeah.
You people know this one. So that was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Actually, a little.
When was that in? revealed that.
Revealed? Well, it was revealed.
You
It was
mean
announced.
the actual reveal?
The actual
It was announced in December.
Right?
Yeah, at the Game Awards.
The
yeah.
Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before that, the bird may have gotten out there a couple times.
Little Easter egg
Yeah, a little Easter egg here and there.
I did some facial capture
for the bird.
Did you
Yeah,
really?
yeah, the beak.
Even though it's just like
though I don't
like
have
this
a beak.
like multi-pronged, yeah, it's like it does this thing.
Yeah, the kind of mandible thing.
yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, so
It's fun.
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Seeing well, you can play the game here. You don't have
I
to
don't
wait
have time to play the game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I got to wait till I'm out of the office, and
That's
then
true.
maybe I'll have time.
Wait until your kids go to sleep, and then you can
Yeah.
play in your little room there.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna buy DMC5?
Of course,
For us?
for you. Buy my own copy.
Okay, thanks.
I should buy a copy already too. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, someone asked
I
if
do.
we thought the Tyrant was too powerful, and I gotta say, I don't know, because I haven't played a retail version. I only play the debug version here at work, and it's not that powerful. when you
Yeah,
have
he's
the
a piece of
debug
cake. He
on,
did
so-
one hit, he's down.
Yeah,
I got-
With a
I will
regular
say-
bullet.
I will say I
you can
don't.
knife him to death. I guess it's pretty easy.
I will say when playing DMC5 at work, I'm not like great or anything, but I do make sure not to play with the debug
Yeah,
on
me too.
unless there's very specifically something I'm actually like, okay, there's this one thing that I really need to confirm. So okay, I'll
Right.
turn
You have
on
to get to a
one-hit kills
certain
or
point to
whatever.
see
Yeah.
if what's there.
Yeah, just to get to
of
that.
Usually
specific
when I
one,
play
yeah.
the games, I'm trying to see something specific.
Exactly. Right.
And sometimes even the debug is not helpful enough, so I'll go to usually like someone like our editor, David, and I'll say, can you get to this point in the game and show me this? Because I
Well,
need
yeah.
to see it right now.
It really depends on objective, right? If we're doing milestone reviews, then we have to actually play it as it is, right? If we start putting the debug on, we're not really gonna have full experience.
Right. Really understand how it's balanced
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, that's true. What else you got for us there, Miguel? Anything interesting?
Are you interviewing now?
Well, some people say you're hiding something.
I don't think so. Wait, Matt?
Yeah.
You hiding
They're
something?
hiding
Gray
this.
shirt.
Is that a new shirt?
No, I've had a shirt.
Okay. I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
the
in a while.
shirt. Is that?
Yep. So Matt's not hiding anything. People like the personality development for Nero.
Nice.
Not for Matt?
Nice. Yeah.
No, his personally stuck in neutral for the past
Okay.
3 years.
I like how he's developed too. I like
Yeah.
how he's more mature in this one. You
Yeah,
know,
it's cool.
and you can really see. And I mean, Johnny Young Bosch is just so.
Yeah, I just
good.
wanted
he does
to
a great
mention
job.
He's the
Johnny.
highlight.
He does a great job.
Voice actor.
He is the
voicing.
highlight, man, of that game.
Yeah, he's great.
He takes some of those lines, and some of those lines, like if it wasn't him, I'd be like, I don't know if this should be in there. But when he pulls it off so well, it's
His
like,
delivery,
yeah,
yeah.
his
He
delivery
makes it
of some
work.
of those lines are so good, man, dude, that guy's good. And of course, obviously, Dante, our buddy Ruben Langdon, is awesome too.
Who was also on the podcast.
You know,
His stories were really good.
he has some
Really
amazing
interesting.
stories, very good stories.
Yeah.
And you guys that haven't listened to the podcast with Ruben Langdon, just check it out. He's got some good stories.
Yes.
Dante likes pepperoni pizza. What kind of pizza does Nero prefer?
I don't know.
Didn't Itzino get asked this one?
I don't
Don't
know
you-
Nero specifically. I don't know.
Can you tell us, or will it become canon and then?
I mean, that's the thing. If I could make something up, I can make something up. Like, yeah, if
Well,
anybody knows,
let's
it's
just
all-
say this.
It's all in Itzano's mind.
Based on his personality, what type of pizza would you think he would like?
Nero?
Yeah.
What kind of? I bet you he's a meat lovers guy.
Someone said fish.
Fish pizza?
Oh, anchovies. I need.
Oh no, I hate anchovies.
Anchovies?
Yeah,
I don't mind anchovies. The only thing I don't eat is mushrooms.
I think he would ask whatever his date. Whoever
he'd be considerate.
he
right?
would ask her.
Be like, hey, Kitty, what do you
What-
want?
yeah,
Kidia.
Yeah.
It'd be Kidia.
What
He'd
Kidia
go with whatever
wants.
Kidia
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that's the type of guy.
He is
Nero
very considerate.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
This is why you're the
the story guy.
the story guy. Yeah, exactly.
and the guy who's good with women.
Oh, geez.
Sorry, that was a
You're good.
callback to
You're
what
good.
we
No,
did.
oh, that was-
The bit we did earlier.
Is that what that was? Is that what that was? Well, you're good. You're good with everybody.
Yeah.
Is the thing. I mean, you know,
Some people.
No, let's see what the fans have to say about that one. Yeah.
Miguel's good with everybody.
Oh, what is okay? Someone has a question directly for Matt that's
Okay.
not character related. So now that we answered Nero, what is your personal non-traditional favorite pizza topping?
Non-traditional.
Traditional,
so,
man.
So you're avoiding
Like ice
pepperoni.
cream.
What do we get when we go to Yadiamachi?
They're all traditional.
Is
They're all-
everything there?
they're
Is everything there?
Well, I mean, they
traditional?
have the Diavola.
Would you eat a pineapple and ham pizza?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I like the one.
But they're asking what your favorite one is. So non-traditional.
But non-traditional,
Like broccoli.
like
Would you the corn and mayonnaise pizza Japan loves?
I mean, everything.
I want to eat pizza, but not that.
See, I don't understand why the internet is so obsessed with the pineapple pizza when
been
if
around
they
forever.
saw what Japan did
Oh God.
with the corn and mayonnaise pizza.
That's true. That's true. They
I
have
think maybe
corn
the
and
corn and
mayonnaise
mayonnaise
pizza.
pizza is just too much for the internet.
I don't want to
Even
throw out
the
any
current
brand
internet.
names, but there's some companies out here I will never order from.
There are some
Yeah.
who do things to pizza that, even God
No.
would turn his back
That's
on
one
it.
of the one of the cool crazy Japan things, right? But when we get pizza, usually we go to Yarimachi, which is this fantastic.
That's more Italian style, to be
Yeah,
clear.
Italian
Right? It's
style
Italian style,
pizza
smaller
place.
pizzas with the soft crust rather than the American.
Oh,
traditional
it's so
thicker
good.
crust.
Anybody comes to Osaka, Yarimachi 134. Some of my
Little advertising.
favorite, yes,
But they're
my
great.
favorite pizza in Japan. There's a couple other really good. There's a place called Seirinkan in
That's in Tokyo, though.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But they only have two. I think they only have
Yep,
two.
they have
kinds of pizzas.
marinara and margherita.
Right, whereas like Yarimachi, that guy does a couple different kinds. He does calzones
Fortissimo's
too.
good too, though.
Fortissimo's amazing. But that's a little further away from me, so I
Yeah,
don't go there as much.
But now we're getting a little bit local.
yeah.
Yeah. And we're getting way
Way
off
off
topic because
topic.
this is not the Jamie Oliver food cast.
That's unfortunate because I would love that.
So RE2 has a little DLC coming out. Care to spoil people?
No, I just want them to play it, see what it's like.
But speaking of RA2, what have you been? So we heard what I was doing
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
couple of weeks. What about you? Where have you been?
Where have I been?
I know
Well,
there's
the
probably something
DLC is
we can
coming
talk
out.
about.
I mean, within a few hours, right?
In a few hours.
Oh, is that right?
So
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
man.
not really much of a spoiler.
Yeah,
but
it's called Ghost Survivors.
yeah.
Oh, Ghost Survivors, sweet man. That's
Yeah.
that new mode, right?
Yeah, where you play as Casper and no, not those ghosts.
Was it Casper? Did we even put him in? I thought he got cut.
He got cut hard.
Wow. Yeah. Who owns the rights to Casper? Anyway, what was I doing? I was traveling around as well. Ampesan and I were traveling for doing some promotional stuff as well. We did some media tours. We did some podcasts actually. We did some
Nice.
live streams, which was pretty cool.
Nice.
We did some articles. It was really great. Again, and it was great speaking with the fans and the media and seeing all the excitement around things. And it was right before launch, so it was a perfect time. And it was good to be in the States. And and in addition to that, I was doing a lot of business stuff because I do boring stuff.
Boring stuff.
No, I actually enjoy it. It's great.
Was any of that business stuff for RA2, or was it all like super secret stuff that we can't talk about? Super secret stuff that we can't talk about, apparently. All right, well then, that's fun.
Wow. I don't know. I have no comment. So
There you go. That's good. That's good. You're not going to get fired today. For me, we'll find out. For me, we'll find out. It's still only 4:45 in Japan. So
So, are you going to Australia, Matt?
I am. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah. So yeah, and then coming up. So next week we're going to be in the Philippines. So that's pretty sweet. We're going to be in the Philippines.
that's pretty awesome.
First.
Then come.
Have you been?
I have not. I've not been to the Philippines. So yeah, I get to go to the Philippines for the first time next week. That's freaking awesome. We come back, go to Tokyo, do Capcom TV, and then I'll be home for a week, and then go.
I know what this is like.
Yeah, and then going to the States. That's right. Come on, baby, America. No one gets that.
No.
No one gets that.
Only people.
But yeah, gonna go to the States for launch week, so that's pretty sweet. Gonna hang out there, see a bunch of our friends over there. Hopefully we'll have something, some kind of, the music, we have some kind of community thing, something. And then yeah, I'll be home for a week. And then, yeah, gonna go to Australia for MadFest Australia.
Okay, what's MadFest?
MadFest is an
Mad
anime.
Max
Bunch of
festival?
people. Yeah. Oh, I didn't think of that.
Maybe there'll be Mad Max cosplayers there.
I hope so.
Maybe
That'd be
Mel
cool.
Gibson will be there himself. Do we not talk about Mel Gibson?
We
now?
don't.
Okay,
We don't.
we'll talk about not Mel
Man,
Gibson.
Tom Hardy. What about Tom Hardy? That'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Tom Hardy. What about
pretty
what
cool.
about what's her name?
Charlize Theron.
Thunderdome. Tina Turner. What about Tina Turner?
Wow, you're going way back. Man. Stick to the modern stuff, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Beyond Thunderdome.
So,
Yeah,
but
we're
what
gonna
is
go-
MadFest?
It's beyond Thunderdome, Miguel. We're gonna. It's an anime festival. And
Okay,
yeah, we're
cool.
gonna be there for some Devil May Cry stuff, man. Pretty
Nice.
sweet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was announced. 'Cause if it wasn't,
Well, you heard it here
if
first.
it wasn't, well,
You can't take that back.
4:45. By the end of the day, I may not have a job.
What's that?
And then
They knew. So.
Okay, yeah. Okay, the audience knew. Thank God.
And then after that, we're gonna be at GDC.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
GDC, baby. The Game Developers Conference is what that is.
I know, I'll be there too. But
Are you gonna be there too?
Yeah, but you'll be promoting?
Well, we're gonna.
No. He's
we're gonna.
do a
Yeah, we're
presentation.
gonna do a presentation.
Yeah,
We're gonna do a
presentation. Okay.
Devil May Cry 5, creating a standout action game.
I want to go see that.
Yeah,
Although-
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
yeah. I'll have to schedule my meetings around it. So
We're gonna. Yeah,
show up.
You should do. It's gonna be on Thursday, the
Okay.
21st. Yep, 21st. I don't know what time. Gotta find that.
Has it been decided? Maybe it hasn't been decided yet.
I don't know. Maybe it hasn't been decided, but I'm like 99% sure it will be on the 21st.
has Itano-san started preparing?
Don't worry, I know what these are like. It's,
Don't worry, you're going to be working on that presentation on the plane.
he's not joking.
Past experiences. Yeah, my first experience with GDC doing last minute GDC stuff was actually my first or second year at Capcom. We did a talk for Resident Evil Revelations 1. And it was me and Kawada-san
Yep,
and
I remember
Kaiba-san.
that.
We went there and Kawada-san had the deck, and it was like on the way there, he's like, okay, here's the deck. Translate this. I'm like, okay. So that was fun. That's good though. It was a good presentation.
Well, I mean, at least for this, you'll actually have input. It's not just going to be the presentation, right? You're going to.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we're doing it together. We're doing it
yeah.
together. Yeah, exactly.
Which makes it a little easier. I mean, although you're going to wait until the last minute to get his input, so then it's a little hard.
I mean, either way, I mean, because we're so close, luckily it won't
Yeah,
be,
of course.
you know,
You'll know what he wants
we're
to say. It'll
talking
be easier
all
to
the
go
time.
through it. And then it's just a matter of practicing. That's where
the practicing
So you're
part.
gonna wanna nail that.
Yeah, hopefully we have time to practice. I don't think we're going to have time to practice.
you'll be in the hotel practicing. Trust me.
Oh, yeah, in the hotel.
I know.
That's true.
Can you have a contest for the fans at the launch event where you get a real life Dante sword and the fans have to recreate one of his moves without injuring themselves, and the fan who loses the least amount of limbs or blood wins something special? Could you set that up?
We'd have to talk to the PR people about that.
I'm sure they'd be
And the
down with
legal
it.
people.
Something tells me that the legal issue
people,
might be
they're
the
probably
problem.
not going to be okay with that.
Okay, then they can bring their
tend
own
to be
sword.
risk averse. They can bring their own sword.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, we would advise for plastic or foam, but if they decide to use
That'd
something,
be pretty sweet if there was like a foam replica or something like that. Yeah.
there you go. That's your
Pretty
next licensing
That'd be
item.
pretty sweet, man. Yeah. So no, I don't know that we can do that, but
Alright.
you know what?
We do have a campaign right now, though. Oh, it just
That's
ended
right.
actually.
That's right. The Dev1 Underbar official Twitter campaign for 10,000 followers.
Oh yeah.
It's over now, but
It's over.
yeah.
Thank you for participating.
Yeah, but who knows? I mean, we're almost at
20 followers?
20,000.
Wow.
That comes
That's
after
double.
10,000.
That's
Although,
double.
of course, having said that, I don't think we can do that for every 10,000 milestone. We're just
Yeah.
going to be a little bit.
As it is, we don't even have the shirts made yet, right? We just
No,
got like the
we just got the
signatures.
signatures.
We'll just give the clothes off your back.
Actually, yeah, a
Okay, this
sweated
this is
in.
over.
Yeah, a sweaty. What do we call these? What are these called?
We call this Sayogi in
Jumper?
Japanese.
No, jumper is British English, right?
This,
I
I
would
stole
call
this.
it a
I stole this from
jumper,
Capcom USA.
Because they call a sweater a jumper, right?
I don't know. Now I'm
That's- I don't
confused.
know.
Any Europeans out there? What is this called?
A zip up.
What?
A jump. I think jumper works.
What is this called?
I think the Europeans would call it a jumper.
And if you're on the podcast and you can't see it, then yeah, we'll already have the answer hopefully.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, maybe you set up a stage and you give people swords and they have to jump off into, I don't know, a ball pit and see how many combos they can get on the way down.
That'd be pretty sweet, actually.
How many stories up are we talking?
Like 2 stories at least.
That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, the legal guys are really risk averse. So chances are.
Something tells me that the amount of risk here is a little bit on the
a
exceptional
little over
side.
the line
Yeah.
for those
Be
guys.
a chance to connect with people. But,
Would it though? Because you're
Yeah.
not there.
oh, I wouldn't be there, but no.
Why not? You're the one that came up with the idea.
I'm not the producer. You are. So
Why can't you be
All
there?
the
You're the-
responsibility lies on
I know,
your
right?
shoulders.
I'm just throwing out ideas for you.
Ideas that you want to share?
Yeah. If you don't like it, so what? I don't
Is that part of
care.
the song?
Yeah, that is.
Is it? What song?
This
It
thing-
takes 2 to make a thing go. right.
Oh, okay.
That's
Missed
one of his
that.
things. Being from Jersey, from Jersey. There's
What?
ideas that you want to share.
But I don't say that.
Well, you don't, but he does.
I was corrected as a child.
Okay.
Someone asked if we can get a Griffin plush.
Ooh, that'd be sweet.
Ooh, that is cool. I
That'd
like
be cool.
That's better than my realistic
Come to
sword.
think of it, that'd be sweet to get plushes of all three of them.
Yeah, that would be cool as a
Shadow
set.
Griffin and Nightmare. Why do I keep forgetting Nightmare's name?
Yep.
Make
And
it happen, Matt.
Someone called
good
that a
idea.
hoodless hoodie.
Hoodless Hoodie. There you go.
That seems a bit redundant.
You know what?
But
That sounds like something I would say.
Counterintuitive.
yeah,
That sounds like something
uh,
I would say. I would definitely do that.
That does
I would
sound like
call it
something you
Hoodless
might
Hoodie. So
say.
whoever said that, you think like me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it a zip up thing.
A zip up.
Okay.
Yeah, zip up. That's another
Zip
thing.
up
A
thing.
light jacket.
It's a jumper. It's a jumper, dude.
Jumper.
You guys
yeah,
had it.
I'm
the
pretty
first
sure it
show.
was a jumper. That's what I called it as a kid.
Did you as a kid?
Yeah,
really?
these
In the
types
States?
of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so you know, we have this meeting room until 4. So what we'll do is we'll talk until we see someone that wants to come in here, and maybe if we're lucky, no one will
Track
want to come in
jacket,
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. It's getting late.
Track jacket.
Track jacket, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's a little different from a track jacket. That's
But
not like
they're the
so-
ones that popularized that.
You mean the stereotypical?
The jersey. We're talking about the Jersey Italians
You
again.
were gonna go there.
The Jersey Italians
But
again.
had to
the track
go there.
jackets, yeah, because if you wanted to wear something like that, you had to wear a track jacket. It wasn't a generic fashion item at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you
In the
actually had to
70s,
go running.
You had
Yeah.
to buy like a Nike track jacket to wear as
Ah.
it wasn't a
That's
generic
true.
fashion.
Like the Hummel jacket.
Was
or
it
whatever.
was it always for like exercising then? Always for like I would assume being a track jacket, it's literally for like track and field. Like no.
Well, that was the
Yeah, that's what they would wear,
Okay,
yeah.
that's okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a lot.
And
A lot
they're
of
just
things
comfortable.
start out somewhere else.
We're not talking
before they
about
become
video
fashion.
games at all, man.
I'm sorry.
Does it matter, though?
Capcom.
Well, does it matter?
I don't always see what they say actually. If they're cool with us rambling, then sweet. We'll do this every
I mean,
goddamn
that's
week.
the point, right? Get to know us now, like a fireside chat.
Can we expect some extra costumes in the game, or are you not?
For DMC 5?
Yeah.
We're not gonna have any extra costumes, but we will have
Oh well, thanks for ruining.
we're gonna have we do
There
have
goes
the,
Christmas this year, Pete.
Well, Christmas happened, so
That's right, Christmas is already over. It happened. Forgot about that. And yeah, we have the deluxe content, the deluxe upgrade pack that you can get for the game if you got the standard edition, or if you already bought the deluxe edition, then it comes with the alternate colors.
I love when Matt tries to sell me.
Trying to upsell me on some.
I just want to make sure people
Deluxe
understand
edition.
what's
No,
in
no,
the
that was
game.
great.
That's
But the way you
all.
look at me, it's like, Pete, let me tell you.
Let me tell you about this.
Let me
Pete.
tell you what's in DMC.
Yeah, no extra costumes. In terms of DLC, one thing that we got asked a lot during the PR tour was, "Hey, what's DLC plan?" And the DLC plan is, well, everything that comes out on day one is in that deluxe upgrade pack, and then we'll have a free update that comes out in April that'll have Bloody Palace in it, and that's it. Like our goal for the game was always really, again, to have an experience that. Okabe-san wanted to make sure that, okay, we want an experience that you can get the proper experience of the game, standard edition. In the standard edition on day one, not have to worry about, oh God, is anything going to come out later that, I'll need to pay extra for.
Right.
So that was always the plan. And then we thought of all these different extras that were like, okay, well, here's some extra stuff that it's definitely not integral to the experience. You're not losing out by not having it, but it's a lot of stuff that we thought a lot about in terms of what's kind of extra stuff. In Japanese, we'd say, what's omake, that omake. That
We would say that, yes. In
we would
Japanese.
say, yes, we'd say that. Yes. That fans especially would really enjoy. And so that's what all that stuff in the deluxe upgrade pack represents. Stuff like,
Well, you have a lot of options, right?
yeah.
So we can't take the zombie skin of you from RE2 and make it a costume for Nero.
You can't, but I bet you that someone on the internet will hack the PC versions of the games, and there will be a mod of Matt Zombie as Nero on the internet at some point.
I'm okay. You put the
challenge
challenge
is
out
out
there.
there. Someone
Let's see.
will do
Let's
it.
make it happen.
That'd be amazing. Or one of the husks. I talked about how they scanned me and German Alex as the husks that you see in like throughout the game, like Mission 2, for instance.
Right.
How bloody is the palace?
Oh, you'll find out, Miguel. You'll find out.
That-
I bet
yeah.
you haven't played either way. have
The
you?
bloody palace?
Yeah,
No.
I don't think so. Yeah, it's not something you have to worry about for being the
3
head
months.
of localization. Being the head of localization. Well, I mean,
Well, John
Well,
had to
you would
worry
have
about
to-
it. John
yeah.
had to worry
John
about
had
it.
to worry about it. Yeah,
So I trusted him to worry about it.
Oh yeah. He did a fantastic job. Okay. What else you got there?
Someone has a question for you.
He keeps writing on that sheet. You know,
But I
he's,
don't- yeah.
he's just like circling
He's writing stuff down, but I don't think
He's
there's
just
any
like
words.
underlining,
Just
scribbling
scribbles.
stuff. Like he looks super professional when he does it, right? It's like, wow, he really is
Regular
like a good,
Jimmy
like,
Fallon over
yeah,
here.
like a Jimmy Fallon, man.
Sorry, what was the question?
Someone wants to know, how is Elvis and have you seen him lately?
Is this for Matt, you,
Matt.
me?
If somebody
Okay.
actually posted that, I know.
I wish
That's a
they
joke
had.
that Miguel and I quote Ghostbusters to each other religiously. Or actually, mainly Miguel quotes Ghostbusters to me because I always forget the lines, and then I laugh and go, "Yeah,
And you're talking about the original Ghostbusters.
yeah." But dude, I really you still
I know. No, I have.
Did you watch the new one? Because I told you to watch.
I still
the new
haven't
one.
had a chance to
Dude,
watch
you
it
gotta
yet.
watch the new one. It was good. It was like it's
my
got,
daughter enjoyed it.
Anyone
We
that hasn't
watched
seen the new
together, yeah.
Ghostbusters? We're not talking about video games. I'm sorry, but
That's fine. No need to apologize.
dude,
If they'll tell us if they don't like it.
it's this. It's got all
Please
of
tell
the
us.
shit, the same stuff that like when I was a kid. That's why I watched Ghostbusters. It was because when you're a kid, I was born in the '80s and you came out in the '80s. Like I was young enough that like I didn't get all the jokes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
So
looking back
it
at
wasn't
some of
about
that
the
stuff.
humor when I was a
Right.
kid. Now I love the humor
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Ghostbusters. Like
I didn't get it as a kid at all.
right?
In fact, I didn't really like
it's
it.
all this cool. There's this cool fucking shit that I'm sorry for swearing. There's this cool fucking shit where like
too late now.
they're like they're like capturing ghosts and stuff
Yep,
with
yep.
these cool machines, and they got like even more of that
Yep.
in this new one. And the setup, the story setup is really cool. You guys gotta watch it, dude.
I saw it.
Oh, you did say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that
Like
5 minutes before you launched into your.
I even said my daughter and I watched it together, and she liked it.
Did you really?
Yes.
Sorry, that's something I do sometimes.
Okay, so unlike Nero, you do not listen to others. So I guess, very.
Miguel, you're an interesting guy, but you're
you're
right.
right. You're more Sparta-like than anything.
Am I?
Yeah.
With a D, right?
I just
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
Sparta.
with a D.
like wreck
Like-
demons and then disappear.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well that's cool.
You wreck this
Or then
podcast
die, I
and
guess.
disappear.
Potentially die if that's what happens to him. I don't know.
Yeah, can we expect a crossover between
Ghostbusters and
no,
Devil May Cry.
RE2 and DMC5? I knew where you were
RE2.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long Leon would survive in the demon world.
No,
but,
I'd rather bring Nero into the,
Yeah, okay.
the RE world.
Well, Monster Hunter, they've had Devil May Cry stuff. They had the Devil May Cry collabo in Monster Hunter World last year. Was there any RE stuff in Monster Hunter? I don't think so, yeah. So there you go. We should talk to people about trying to get RE stuff in
That would be cool.
Monster Hunter or
That
something.
would be cool.
Maybe get Monster Hunter stuff in your Resident Evil.
Let's just throw in a big
A light bowgun or something. No?
that'd be kind of cool.
That could
just
work.
throw in one of the big monsters, like throw in Nerdy
Oh, that'd be
Dante.
sweet, man. Oh,
Just take up the whole prison.
Nerdy's my favorite one from the world.
Why don't we make a new
mean,
Captain Commando, and we put Leon in it, and every time Leon tries, rookie Leon from RE2, and every
Right.
time Leon
Young.
tries to do something, Captain Commando just pushes him back.
I got this.
I got this, son. And so,
And then he gets bitten by a zombie.
but throughout the game, Leon can't do anything because Captain Commando just
Does everything.
back.
He just pushes him aside
just
each
pushes him
time.
back. But then when Baby Commando
Is that
shows
guy-
up, he
is that
lets
guy
him
waiting
do
for
it.
the room?
These guys are waiting for the
Are
room.
we being
All right.
evacuated? Ejected?
I think I waiting for the room. I think he's waiting for the room. All right, well, it's after 4, isn't it? Or
It's after
five.
5.
It's after 5.
All right. So
Well-
thank you for listening and watching.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Unfortunately, I guess, I can't say we're cutting this short, but thank you again for listening as always. Please subscribe if you like what you hear. Give us feedback. And Matt?
Devil May Cry is back!
Okay, and where can they reach you, Matt?
Oh, yeah, sorry. We are on Twitter at dev1_official.
And you?
I am Gypsy Otoko.
And I am P. Fabiano.
I'm Miguel E. Cordy.
All right.
Enrique.
And subscribe if you want this podcast to show up regularly for you. Tell your friends about it. And we'll be back soon with more info. Take care. Thank you.
All right, keep on talking, guys. Thank you.